Will Roxxon succeed in their plan of framing the Hulk as a monster once again? Well, let's hop in the pages of Immortal Hulk issue number 31 and find out together, shall we? So, surprise, surprise, this issue actually focuses more on Dr. McGowan, the former head of Shadowbase's science department and the Hulk's own current head of science, more than it does just about anything else. We're actually treated to a much more fleshed out flashback that fills in a lot of blanks in her personal history. You'll remember that saddled with a great amount of debt, she had started working at a drug lab. But not just any drug lab, they were making mutant growth hormone for the Kingpin, and McGowan actually worked right under Turk of all people, recurring Daredevil bad guy. In fact, thanks to McGowan, the MGH operation had become so big and so successful, Kingpin had actually gone to her asking for new ideas, and she had a heck of a pitch. You see, McGowan thought they should start offering black market hormone replacement theory. After all, it was much in demand, cheap, and easy. In fact, she was synthesizing her own hormones in secret this whole time. Oh, you don't say, and look at her coffee mug. It's a Captain America shield, but those are the trans flag colors. I do believe Al Ewing just told us something without actually saying something. Isn't that subtle and clever? Of course, as we know, McGowan never ended up getting her wish, as the drug lab she worked for got busted up by none other than Daredevil. This is important because this will actually come back later in a big way. Now, back in the present, the raging big guy Hulk has come face to face with Xemnu. I do believe that's how you pronounce it, although I'm not exactly sure, aka the original Marvel's Hulk. And it seems that while working for Roxxon, Xemnu has developed some brand new powers we've never seen before. How would I describe it? Well, basically weaponized nostalgia. Basically, he kind of breaks the fourth wall, only he's not really talking to us, the reader. He's talking to the news crew on the ground, although it has basically the same effect. He says, "Hey, I'm Xemnu, kids. Remember me? Remember how soda pops used to taste? Remember Saturday morning cartoons and the smell of a new toy?" Talking like this only really serves to gain more anger from the Hulk, who actually remembers Xemnu, or as he calls him, the White Thing, and says that he's basically a walking, talking copyright lawsuit waiting to happen. Only, here's the rub though, the Hulk punching him first is actually exactly what Dario Agger and Roxxon had planned. After all, Xemnu came in to save the day, and now Hulk is assaulting basically a hero. And it's not just Hulk stepping into this trap either. Harpy tries to save a helicopter that was going down, and all they really end up doing is getting footage of what a horrifying nightmarish creature Betty Ross has become. The agents of Gamma Flight, including Absorbing Man and his brand new mech armor, decide now is a good time to try and earn their paycheck by stepping into the fight between the two Hulks. And it's right around here things really start getting crazy. Yes, they weren't crazy before, they're only getting crazy now. You see, Crusher Creel implies that he actually knows who this other Hulk is, even though by all right he shouldn't. He even says he watched his show growing up, but wait, he never had a show, did he? Hulk, being controlled by the big guy part of his persona, doesn't have the mental faculties to deal with this problem right now, and in the end he actually ends up getting teleported back to Shadowbase by Dr. McGowan before he can start more trouble. He and McGowan argue for a little bit, the Jade Giant naturally thinking that he could have ended that fight right here, not fully grasping what was going on and how he was being played. Slowly but surely, too, the Devil Hulk regains control and is shocked to find out that the big guy could keep him out for as long as he did. But it's what happens next that's the real A-bomb. You see, Dr. McGowan doesn't remember the Hulk. In fact, she barely seems to remember the word Hulk at all, almost as if her mind has been tampered with. And wouldn't you know it, it absolutely has. Xemnu has somehow managed to reach into her mind, maybe the mind of everyone who was watching him at the time, and completely change their memories. Instead of seeing Daredevil in her mind's eye, she instead now sees Xemnu, the original Hulk. And it's on that absolutely crazy note right there the comic comes to a close. And so that was Immortal Hulk issue number 31, everybody. And once again, just when you're getting comfortable, just when you think you know what Al Ewing is going to do next, he completely upends the card table and changes genres again. Oh, you thought you were getting a giant monster-style Toho movie, and indeed you were for a bit, only at the end for us to swerve you, and oh man, look at that, we're straight up into some Twilight Zone territory. Also, too, if I had a million years, I never would have guessed what Al Ewing would have used the character of Xemnu, the original Hulk, to tackle. Basically, he's talking about the effects of nostalgia. How nostalgia seems to be catching up to itself in 2020, and especially how nostalgia might very well be the death of comic books. And how he does it is positively brilliant too. He gets you excited for Xemnu coming back, then the second Xemnu opens his mouth, he basically says you're stupid for being excited about him because he's a weird old idea from the past that should have been left there. and that comics only ever seem to subsist now in drudging up stuff from the past and not creating anything new and different. Again, we are at a level of comic book deconstruction now I have not seen since Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and that we may never see again. This is a truly amazing series we're reading right now, and a truly great issue. I give this one a 9 out of 10. This is great.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing me right now, it means you watched to the end of the video, of which I will always be appreciative of. It really helps with retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. If you really like my work, you can check me out on social media. I have links down in the description of the video you're watching right now to all my different socials. I got the Twitter, I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook. I'm very easy to be reached, and if you follow me there, you can be the first to know about when a new video goes live. And with that, I will bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.